the few elements, or what are the basic element or the fundamental element which can help us to avoid those mistakes, right? So, and now it is time for us to have our part 3, where we'll be discussing about the powerful system which has enabled many successful people in Vestige. And before we get into the session, if you have any doubts in part 1 and part 2, you can post your comments on the chat window, and I'll be happy to answer it. And if you do not have any doubts, then you can just type proceed in your comment box, so that let's move on with today's session. So thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Right. So here we are stepping towards the new year. So it's during all the new years, we take some resolutions. We aspire to achieve something great. So what is your dream for the year 2021 in terms of Vestige? Okay, you might have many of your personal dreams. I'm asking about a goal which you would like to achieve in 2021, by end of 2021. What level, or what win level, or what income do you wish to achieve through this business opportunity? Please post it in your comment box, chat box. So I have people telling me it is 1 year, 1 lakh and crown director. I have Mr. J. Suramesh telling me that it's 1 year, 1 lakh crown director, and Mr. Reggie Sanmal says he wished to become W Universal Crown Director, and Shobita says Crown Director, and Hemalada says Crown Director. Wonderful. So you have already set your goals for the year 2021, right? So now the question is, how do I achieve this goal? What are the basic things, or what are the right steps for me to achieve these goals? That is something which we got to learn. And today's session is all about how to achieve your dreams, or what are the steps that will take you towards your dreams. See, it said that you don't actually create success. It's your habits that take you to success. So if you want to become successful, it is very important for all of us to follow the habits which has been followed by successful people, so that we'll be able to duplicate the same result and same success. And in today's session, we'll be discussing about the system which has helped tens of thousands of people to become successful through Vestige. So which we call it as the system. And in today's session, we will be discussing about the powerful system, which when followed will make us successful. So today's session is all about the system that can make you successful. So please have your notepad and pen handy, because this is what you'll be following throughout the next year to reach on to the top of your career ladder. So if you hope you have your notepad and pen handy. Right, thank you. So how do we start this business? That is one question which keeps on coming to me, and that is one question which keeps on coming to the leaders. And in fact, we ourselves have this question in our mind. So what do I do? How do I do this business, or how do I start this business? Even after starting the business, even after enrolling, even after meeting few people, at times we have a doubt, we have a question on how do I take it forward. So before looking into how to start this business, I have a question. Where to start this business? Please answer in your chat box. Where can we start this business? Where can you start this business? The answer is very simple. You can start it anywhere, right? You can start this business anywhere. With whom can you start this business? You can start with anyone whom you like. You can start with anyone whom you know, right? You can start with your friends, family members, neighbors, friends, or colleagues. So you can start with anyone, right? And when can you start this business? You can start anytime, and the time is not in. See, it's a flexible time, so you can start it now, today, tomorrow, or every joining is a new start, right? So every day we have few new people coming into our business, and every joining is a new start. So where can we start this business? Anywhere. With whom can we start with this business? You can start with anyone. And when can you start this business? Anytime. So this business is a business you can start anytime, anywhere, with anyone. Now the question is, how do you start this business? You cannot answer saying anyhow. No, it's not that way. Business does not work that way. You cannot become successful when you work as you like. So, see, anyone and everyone who wants a business opportunity, anyone and everyone who needs a Vestige product can enroll into this business. Joining Vestige, anyone can do it, right? But to become successful, people who master the system, and people who consistently follow this system and make it as a habit are the people who has become successful in this business. So if you would like to become successful in this business, imperative of your situation, it can be you can come from any walk of your life, right? So you might not be you might think you are not talented, you might think you're busy, you might think you already have a job and you want to do it as a part-time, or you might not have you might or you might not have experience in direct selling. So whatever may be, you could be in any walk of your life, you could come from any different areas of experience or knowledge. To become successful, the one simple formula is to follow the system. To follow the system, follow it consistently, and to make and imprint the system as your habit. So once the system is made as your habit and there is no looking back, you will definitely become successful. So the only way to become successful in Vestige is to follow the system. If you ask me, how was that? There are a lot of people who have become successful in Vestige, but it is only because of the system. You connect with your mentor and Vestige ambassador R.S. Rajan sir, and you ask him, how did you become successful? Or please tell me what should I do to become successful? He will have only one sentence, which he will say, for you to become successful, it is only one way, just follow the system. You connect with the Vestige ambassador and he is turner in Vestige, Mr. Siddharth Singh, and you ask him, sir, how are you successful? Please tell me, teach me, how can I become successful in Vestige? He will just finish it off like this. Just follow the system. And any success, you connect with any successful people in Vestige, and they have only one thing to say, which is to follow the system. So people who had followed the system and become successful. And if you aspire to become successful, it is only it goes only this way. You just have to follow the system. And people who do not follow the system will not be able to maintain success. They will not be able to see success. Because for people who follow the system, the business becomes very easy. For people who do not follow the system, the business becomes very difficult. See, just imagine if the business is very difficult for you and your downlines, or for you and your team. If it is difficult, you'll not be able to carry something which is very difficult for a longer time. So you'll not be able to continue this business. So unless you continue doing this business, and Vestige is a business where the consistency is the key. So when you consistently follow this, when you are consistently connected in the business, or when you are consistently associated with this business, that is when you become successful. And to consistently associate associate with this business or to consistently keep moving, the only way is to, so for people who follow the system, the business becomes very easy. And for people who do not follow the system, business becomes very tough. In my last 10 years of experience with Vestige, I have only seen two kind of people. Either people are successful or people quit. Either people are successful or people quit. I have never seen a person who has become a failure in Vestige. Either you follow the system and you become successful, or you don't follow the system and you end up quitting the business. And so there is no failure in Vestige. There is no chances for failure here. Either you will continue with this business by following the system and you will reach whatever success you aspire, or if you do not follow the system, if you're a consumer, that's fine. If you're a consumer, you can continue with that. But if you want to become successful, if you are a businessman, and if you want to become a successful businessman in Vestige, or successful leader in Vestige, the only way is to follow the system. So people who follow the system will find the system to be very easy, and they will definitely reach their success. And people who do not follow the system will not make it onto the top. So anyone and everyone who follows the system will definitely become successful. So the key is to follow the system. And if you are ready to follow the system, just type follow the system in the comment box. Thank you. So this system has been designed or developed after long years of research. The research was conducted by experts with people who have been successful, and they segregated what are the right things which has made people successful, and they have also segregated what are the things which will make people fail. And they have filtered it in such a way that they have filtered only the success formulas, and they have coined it as a system. So people who follow the system will never ever, knowingly or unknowingly, they will never ever make a mistake. So people who follow the system will definitely become successful, and they'll definitely achieve their dreams. And I was initially was asking about the dreams or your goal. So people who haven't answered about your goal, please comment in the chat box. What is your dream? What is your goal with Vestige for the year 2021? What level? Just type the level and the income which you are aspiring to achieve in 2021. Is it a crown director level with 1 lakh rupees income? If you're in India, you can mention your income in rupees, and if you're in abroad, you can just mention in your own currency. Thank you. And it is the system which has made people successful, and that system is those ways, the steps which made those people successful has been taken out, has been filtered, and this is exactly the system which has made people super successful. And when we duplicate the same system, we'll be able to duplicate the same kind of success with Vestige. And Vestige education system is designed in such a way that a person who follows the Vestige education system will never make those mistakes which we discussed in the last week. And if any of you haven't been to the last week's session, the same video is available on my YouTube channel. It is Pranav Praveen. So you can connect to the YouTube channel and you can see English part 2. Okay, VIP English part 2. So that will give you a whole insight about what are the 7 mistakes which you need to avoid. So people who follow the system will not commit those mistakes. And when you don't commit those mistakes, and when you do the right things, it is easy for you to become successful. And when you connect your downlines into the system, It's not just you following the system and being a leader, being the leader of the team. It is very, very important for us to connect our downlines with the system. So when you and your downlines together, right? When you and your downlines together, when you follow the system, not only you, even your downlines will not repeat those mistakes. So your entire network, your entire team works without errors. Your entire team works without mistakes. And when people repeat the right thing again and again, that is where the power of compounding or the leverage starts working. So when you repeat the right things over, when you repeat the right things over and over and again and again, that is when you will be able to produce a phenomenal result. So to produce a phenomenal result, to build a big team, to build a massive team, and to become successful for you and for your downlines, the only way is to follow the system. Just duplicate the system. You just have to copy the system, because this system is what the successful leaders have been following. And when you duplicate the same system, so you might have joined this business by watching a meeting or by attending a meeting, and you might have seen a leader who was successful and his success inspired you. And it's because of that inspiration you have decided to associate with Vestige. You have decided to build a business or build a career through Vestige. And if the person who has inspired you, he has become successful by the same system. And when you follow the same system, you'll be able to duplicate the same success what the leader who inspired and created. So this system is what will make you successful. And when you follow the system, the first and foremost thing which we need to be careful or committed is, see, when you plant a seed, or when you plant a sapling, and if you want the plant to grow healthy, you need to water it every day. You cannot water it once in a while and expect the plant to grow healthy, right? So if you want the plant to grow healthy, you need to water it every day. The same thing applies with Vestige. If you want your network to be healthy, if you want your business to grow healthy, you need to follow the system every day. You cannot just follow the system once in a while and expect a great business. If you want your business to be great, if you want to achieve a great success, it is very, very important for you to follow this rule. And the rule is to follow the system every day. Please comment or type in your comment box, follow the system every day. And I appreciate those who are sending the comments. Thank you. See, the success in Vestige comes from duplicating and multiplying the system. So what is the duplication? Duplication is nothing but just copying the system as it is. Just copying the system as it is. So Vestige has a well-defined system. And when you follow the same system, or when you copy the same system, it is called duplication, right? So to become successful, you need to duplicate the system. You just have to copy. And my dear friends, I have seen only this company, that is Vestige, asking us to copy to become successful. Elsewhere it is different. They ask you to create something new. But in Vestige, it is your leaders and the company says just copy and you will become successful. And copying is very easy. So just duplicate the system. And in Vestige, you need to duplicate and you need to multiply the system. So what is multiplying the system? The more number of people in your team, when they start duplicating the same system which you are following, it is called as multiplication. So the formula is very simple. Follow the system, duplicate it, and multiply it. Create more people or engage more people into the system, so that your entire organization, your entire team is very strong and healthy, and will produce phenomenal results, will be able to produce a greater amount of success, and will be able to produce many leaders with higher income. And you just have to follow the system. And now there might be a question in your mind, Praveen, I can follow the system, but how will I ensure my downlines to follow the system? The first thing what we got to understand is, you might have many people in your team, but majority of the people might be consumers. Okay, but there will be few people who are interested in the business. There'll be very few people who have those businessman mindset. So you just need to find out those people and then make them follow the system. And to make them follow the system, in my 10 years of experience, what I have experienced or what I have seen is people who attend the trainings and events on a regular basis are the people who are connected to the system. They by default, they get connected to the system. So you have to do only one thing. You just have to bring your team members or downlines to the meetings and trainings on a regular basis so that people who come for the trainings again and again, or people who come for the events again and again, are the people who will follow the system. So your duty is very simple. Invite more people to the meetings and events so that they start following the system. And to become successful in Vestige, you do not need any special kind of talent. You do not have to be extraordinary. So you do not need any extra or any special kind of knowledge or skill. To become successful in Vestige, you just need the right attitude. You need to believe in yourself and the business that you have chosen. First, you need to believe that you are born to be successful. You need to believe that this is the right business for you, and you will definitely make it. You will definitely become successful. And with this attitude, fixing a goal in your mind, and then you need to start working, because just having goal in your mind will not make you successful. Just having positive intention will not make you successful. With positive intention, with positive attitude, you should start working. And the action is very simple. Follow the system every day. The more you follow the system, the more you keep on following the system, you will definitely reach your destination. So when you have the right attitude and when you start duplicating the right action, the same thing will get duplicated and multiplied in your network, in your team. So to have more people with positive attitude, to have more people follow the system, you have to exhibit the same kind of attitude which you expect your team members to have, and you need to follow the same system which you expect your team members to do. So the only way to become successful in Vestige is to have a positive intention, have faith in yourself, have a right mental attitude, and keep on following the system, and bring your people into the meetings and trainings, and they will have the same attitude and system duplicated in them, and they'll continue duplicating it into your network, and your network grows faster and faster, and the next year is going to be yours. And let's see what are those system, or what are the 7 steps. In Vestige we have a 7-step system. Let's discuss what are those 7-step system which is going to take you towards your success. And if you are ready to listen to, or if you are ready to learn the step 1 of the system, just type yes 1 in your comment box, and let's move forward. Thank you. Step 1 is consume. Step 1 is consume. Consume. The name itself will suggest consume, self-use. You have to be a self-user. You have to be a self-user of the Vestige products. This is your business. This is your product, right? This is your business and this is your product, and you should be the first person to use these products. And you got to be a 100% user. How can you become a 100% user? The only way to become 100% user is the products which you need, or the products which you use in your home. If the same product is available in Vestige, you got to buy it from Vestige, and you should never buy it from anywhere else. You just imagine you run a restaurant and you go have food from another restaurant, and both your restaurant and the other restaurant have the same kind of food, and you go eat from the other restaurant, and whom do you expect to come to your restaurant? So being a business owner, you have to be the first user. If you need paste, You have to buy the Assure paste. If you need face wash, you need to buy Assure face wash. If you need a health drink, you got to buy Invigo protein powder. You cannot buy it from somewhere else. You got to. This is your business, and you have to be the first user of this product. And when you use the product gives you a result. When the product gives you a result, your confidence level will increase. When your confidence level is high, it makes it very easy for you to introduce or recommend this products and business to other people. Without using the product, you can without using the product, you will not be able to exhibit a higher confidence level among the people whom you introduce the products and the. So the first step is to consume the product. Successful without using Vestige products, and I'm very sorry, my dear friend, without using Vestige products, you'll not be able to become successful, because if you are not ready to use your products, it's a normal tendency of humans to just stay on with the personal care and the soap, paste, and all these all that. And want to bring energy, you need to have healthy food, and the food that you eat should have all the kind of nutrients for your body. And we all know that the food that we eat today does not have the enough amount of nutrition which can give us a balanced nutrition. So it's very, very important for us to take supplements to supplement the lack of nutrition in our food, so that when we take the supplements, we have a balanced nutrition which will make us more healthy. So when we are more healthy, we'll be able to work more and we'll be able to achieve more. So if you want to become successful, you need to be healthy. And if you want to be healthy, by default, you have to use Vestige health supplements. And without Vestige health supplements, you cannot become successful, because I don't think, and for your information, I am the author of the book Minutes to Millions, which deals with money management. I'm also author of the book named Unstoppable Leader, which talks about self-leadership. So coming to the point, I have done lots and lots of research while writing my first book on how to manage the money. And in my research, I clearly understood one thing. Nobody in this world have become rich lying on the hospital bed. You cannot become rich by lying in the hospital bed. If you want to become rich, if you want to become successful, you got to be healthy. And to be healthy, you have to use food supplements. So be 100% user. Buy the health supplements. The moment we complete this training, go online, open up the Vestige app and order your health supplements. So step number 1 is consume. Just type consume in the chat box and type follow the system. Let me help you out to make it short. You can just type FTS for follow the system. So if you type FTS, I'll consider it as follow the system. So you need to type consume, FTS, and yes2. When you type yes2, we'll move on to the next step. Thank you. And step 2 is share. Step 2 is share. You got to share. What should we share? Can you type in the comment box? What should you share? What should you share? Is it the products? No, it's not the products. You should not share the products. Instead, you should start sharing the product experience, the user experience. And see, just imagine when you share the benefits of the product, you go to your friend and you tell him or tell her that, see, I am a distributor with Vestige. I've started, I've associated with Vestige. I said, independent business owner, and now I'm a business owner. These are my products. We have spirulina. Spirulina has 59 kinds of nutrients. And your friend will be like, what should I do for that if you have spirulina and 59 nutrients? So people do not want to hear about all your claims. People would like to have results. People would like to see or hear the results. So talk about your experience. Whatever product you have used, whether it is soap, paste, shampoo, health supplements, whatever product you have used, you might have got some experience, and or you might have felt some feeling. So that feeling is called as experience. You got to share that experience. Let me share my experience. And in right from 2004, I'm traveling, and I travel at least 20 days in a month. And you can check with your leaders. They know how's my travel schedule. So I travel at least 20 days in a month. And from 2004 till 2020, this is the first time I'm at home for continuous 8 months. Or else I keep on traveling. Because of COVID, we were restricted to travel. Otherwise, I keep on traveling. And when I travel, all the 20 days, I have to have my food from restaurants, hotels. And once I'm back home, and a family man, once you're back home, you need to go out with your family because you need to spend some time with them. So again, take another 4 or 5 days. So in a month, at least 20 to 25 days, I eat outside. And I love to eat. I love to explore different kinds of cuisine. And if you can check with your leaders. The moment I stopped traveling, I've reduced my weight, because when I travel, see, when you're at home, you have a lot of control. And if you're married, there's definitely your wife has the control. She has to check always on your diet pattern. But when you are traveling, nobody cares about you. And whenever you go into a restaurant, you would like to enjoy whatever delicious meal is available. So I love to eat. I try different types of cuisine, and I had put on a lot of weight before COVID, and 2 years back. So it's been 15, 16 years I've been traveling, and 2 years back, I received a letter from the HR department of Vestige, and I opened up the letter, and the letter states that I have to go for a blood test. And I was wondering, oh my God, how did I think the company HR came to know that I am not taking care of the coupon which was given, and few instructions to how to go forward with the blood test. And I followed the instruction. I registered with the company which does the blood test. And after half an hour, I get a call from the customer service department of the blood testing company, and they confirmed my the request. And they said the very next day the blood test can be done. And I said, fine, I'll come to your place. You share me the location. And the person who spoke to me told me that, so you don't have to come, we will come to your place. And I gave them my location and details. The very next day, the concerned person, the technician, he came, and he collected the blood samples. Usually what I've seen is they collect very little amount of blood. But this time, this guy, he was taking 2 full tubes of blood. And I asked him, sir, why do you want so much blood? I usually see the blood test, the people, the technician who will test the blood will take very little, but you're taking so much. Why do you want so much? And he says, Praveen, there is, you have registered for a test where we have 72 tests which has to be done. And I was like, oh my God, 72 tests. And seriously, if I had known that they will do 72 tests, I would have skipped the test. I didn't know that. And now he has already collected the blood. So I can't see. I was like, oh, there is no other option. Everything is gone. I was literally worried because so far I have not done any tests. So I am very happy. I do not know whether I have had any disease or any problems or disorders. But now I understood that if the company is doing 72 tests, that means they will go very depth in detail to detailed investigation. I thought that's gone. Now they'll come up, they'll highlight some disorders or disease, and my health is taken for a toss, and my more than my health, I was it's gone now. Nothing. It's not in my control. My happiness, peace, everything is gone. That was a feeling which was going through my mind. And this guy, the technician, he was done with the packing, and he said, "Sir, I'm leaving." I said, "Thank you." And he said, "You will receive a blood report in 48 hours." And I was like thinking, I never asked you for the report, and I'm seriously not gonna come and collect your report, because till the time you see the report, you are safe. Once you see the report, the tension starts. And I thought I should not collect the report. And he says, "Sir, you don't have to come in person. We will email it to you." And it just took only 24 hours for them to complete the test and send me the report. And after 22 hours, I received the report. I saw the email, I opened up the email. I was seeing whether to look into the report or not. And finally, I made up my mind and I downloaded the report. And out of 72 tests, 3 tests was absolutely fine. Rest 69 tests, I did not understand what it is. When you don't understand what is the test, how will you know whether it is fine or is it bad? So I took this file. I sent it to 3 people. My colleague, senior area salesman, Mr. Ashok Sundarajan, who's having 15 plus years of experience in healthcare. I sent it to him. I sent it to one of my friend, Shalini, who is working with the research and development department with Vestige, and she is an MPhil gold medalist. So in MPhil nutrition, she's a gold medalist in MPhil nutrition. So I sent it to her, and I sent it to a doctor whom I know very well, who's working in a hospital in Coimbatore. So I sent it to him. All these 3 people, they checked my report and they sent me a comment saying that, "Excellent report, Praveen, you're very much fine and continue the same." And that is when I was very, very happy and relaxed. And that is the day I was thinking, see, I've been traveling for last 15 years and 13, 14 years. And why is that? And I eat outside on a regular basis. And why is that I do not have any problem in my blood report? And that is when I understood. This happened 3 years back. And that is when I realized I was taking Vestige health supplements for 6 years on a continuous basis, and that has resulted in a healthy living or a healthy body. So this result, the blood result, was a reflection of the health supplements which I used. When I was sharing my experience towards the end, you might have many questions which have cropped up in your mind. You might have questions like, what supplements did Praveen have? How long did it take? What are the different kinds of supplements? Which supplement works in what way? And can I take the supplements? Can I give it to my friends? Can I give it to my elderly parents? Can I give it to my children? So you might have many questions. Now, there is a kind of interest which has been created through my research. So similar kind of interest can be created within your friends and family members when you share the experience. So the only way to create the experience is to create the interest among people to know more about your product is to share the experience. They do not care about what your product is. They care about how this has impacted or helped you. So share the experience, and while sharing the experience, always remember, you are not a doctor, your friend is not a patient, and Vestige is not a medical store or a pharmaceutical store, and Vestige supplements are not medicines. These are food supplements. Food supplements will provide, help you with the nutrition. So balanced nutrition will keep you healthy. Healthy people need nutrition to keep them healthy. People who are weak, they need nutrition to become healthy. And people who have minor health issues, they need nutrition to fight against the disease and to become healthy. And so this supplements has to be promoted to anyone, everyone you know. This is a supplement and not a medicine. And when you promote the product, always remember Do not try to give treatment to patients. That is the doctor's duty and not your duty, or nor my duty. So do not promote this product as medicine. And if somebody is critically ill, let them consult the doctor, and they can take the medicine from the doctor. And if the doctor allows, they can take our product, because we do not know what product will suit them, what they can have and what they cannot have. So if somebody is critically ill, let them consult the doctor. Otherwise, you can promote this product to anyone and everyone. Anybody who comes in this radius, the 3 feet rule, you can give them a shake and promote your product. So step number 1 is consume. Step number 2 is share. So type consume and share, and then type follow the system and S3, so that we go to step 3. Thank you. Step 3 is prospect list. Prospect list, or you can say name list. Okay, let's keep it very simple. List. Prospect. Who's a prospect? The person who you're gonna meet, right? So you will write the name list. In the last session, I would have requested you to write a name list of 100 people. If you have already written the name list of 100 people, just type 100 in the comment box. And thank you and congratulations for people who have made the list of 100 people. And if you have not written even a single name, very, very congratulations. You can write it today, and you can write a list of 200 people. People who have written a list of 100 people, right, make it 200. People who haven't started, make a list of 200 people. The bigger the list, the chances or the probability of success is higher. The shorter the list, the chances of or the probability of failure is higher. What happens is people do not write the list. They will just think, I'll talk to this guy, this guy, this friend, and they'll meet 5-6 people, and then they do not know what to do. So when you write the list, it gives you direction. You see, for your marriage, what do? You write a list of people whom you would like to invite. All the important people, you write a list. Same way, you got to write the list of people whom you think can be your healthy prospect. So write, don't prejudge people. Don't just think like, will he buy my product? Will he need my product? Is he capable of building a team? Does he need money? Don't think all this. If you think too much, you will not be able to write any names. So just keep on writing the names which comes in your mind. See, if he does not need a business, you can promote it as promote your product. You can make him as a consumer, because for consumers we have excellent products and excellent offers. So you can promote your products. So either the person the name which you write in your prospect list, either he's going to be your businessman or he's going to be your consumer. So you write the list and you approach. So what you need to do is the 200 people's list, I would say it as a master list. From your master list, select 3 people every day. Okay, every day morning you will select 3 people and you will approach them. It should not go below 3. It can go beyond 3. Okay, it can be 3 plus. It cannot be less than 3. What is the secret of this 3? To be healthy, how many meals should you have? Minimum 3 meals. So if you have to be healthy, you need 3 meals. Same way, if you want your business to grow, you need to connect with at least 3 people. Approach 3 people. If they are interested in business, very good. If they are not interested in business, very, very good. Convert them into your loyal customers. And if somebody says, no, I don't want your business, I don't want your product, don't get stuck. If people come with you, take them along with you towards success. If they don't come, leave them, but you move with people who are ready to come. People are ready to join. People are ready to travel with you towards success, but you don't stop moving. You don't stop meeting the next person. If people come, good. If people don't come, very, very good. Meet the next person. You should never stop meeting people till the time you complete your entire list. The bigger the list, the chances of your success is very, very high. It's like, for a treasure hunter, if he has a clear map, okay, if he has a proper map of the treasure, it is easy for him to take up the treasure. The same way, and a treasure hunter without a map will find it very difficult, and he might not even find the treasure. But a treasure hunter with a map will definitely find the treasure. The same is true with Vestige, and here the map is your list. The bigger the list, the chances of your success is very, very high. And if you are seriously committed to business, and if you seriously want to become successful through Vestige business, please write a list of 200 people tonight. So step number 1 is consume, step number 2 is share, and step number 3 is list. Please type it in the comment box and follow the system and yes vote, so that we will move on to the 4th step. And to write a list, your leaders might have already given you some certain forms. And if you don't have any form, don't worry, take out a diary or a notebook and just keep writing names of the people. And from that list, select 3 people every day and write in your working diary. Thank you. Thank you so much. And step number 4 is invitation. Step number 4 is invitation. You got to invite people for meetings. Whom will you invite? You will invite people from the list. The minimum 3 people every day. You will take out from your master list, write in your working diary, and these 3 people you will invite. Every day you will write down the name of 3 people, select 3 people, write it down in your working diary, and you got to invite. Where will you invite these people? You will invite these people to a business opportunity presentation. Business opportunity presentation. You might have different names in different teams. Sometimes you call it as CNT, sometimes you call it as opportunity seminar, sometimes we call it as consumer empowerment program. So I've seen different people using different names. So whatever is in name. So in Vestige, we call it as a CNT or a business opportunity presentation. So this is the place, or this meeting is a place where a brief introduction of the business opportunity is given to new prospects. Okay, so you will invite these people, your friends and relatives, to the meeting. An invitation is an art. People rejecting or people accepting your invitation is purely based on how you invite. And the secret of success in Vestige is the more you invite, the more people you bring to the meetings. Okay, the more people you bring to the meetings, the chances of success is very high. So to bring more people, first is to write a big list, and second is to invite more people. The more people you invite, the more people are gonna come for your meetings. The less number of people you invite, less number of people are gonna come for your meeting. Right? So you got to invite more people. And invitation is an art, and you need to master the art of inviting. And there are 5 steps to invite people. And my dear friends, always remember, if you fail to invite or if you delay inviting people, somebody else will invite them to their business, to their team. So don't delay. Let's start inviting people right from today. And the first C of inviting is conversation. Before talking or before inviting, so your invitation can be over the phone or through a person, right? You might directly meet them and invite. And sometimes people whom you don't meet every day, you dial them up and you ring them up and you invite over the telephone. So however, whether it is a direct invitation or a telephone invitation, you just have to be very, very careful with how you speak. What you speak is very, very important, but how you speak is much more important. What I have seen is new people like us, we always have a hesitation, we have a fear. The fear goes like this. We always have, before the moment we take up the phone and before we start dialing, we have a dilemma. Will he join? Will he accept my invitation? Will he come? What will I do if he says no? So there is a lot of confusion going on. See, whether to join the business or not, whether to come for the meeting or not, whether to buy the product or not. These are the questions, or these are the decisions which he has to take, not you. So when the decision is not in your hands, why do you have to worry? Your role is to just invite him. and the decision is completely, he has the complete freedom to decide. So you don't have to worry about that. You just imagine what is in your control. The only one thing that is in your control is how you are going to invite him. So just focus on giving the best invitation. Be enthusiastic, be in a smiling face, don't get tense, be relaxed, be calm. If he comes, fine. If it does not come, very much fine, no problem. We'll invite next person, right? So be calm and cool, be energetic, be positive. At any point of time, don't degrade his job, his life, or his situation, or your prospects in situation. Don't degrade him. Don't use any negative comments, maybe about market, about religion, politics, government. No negative talks. Even if your prospect starts talking about a negative subject or irrelevant subject, you can just say, let's leave it for now. Let's talk something very nice. So he will never talk about those subjects, right? So, or those things. So when you talk to people, you have to, when you talk to a prospect, you just have to focus on his need, and you just have to see how you can help him, what solution you can give him. And when you invite people, always remember, never ever talk about the product or the company. You might be wondering, see, when I invite people for a Vestige meeting, why shouldn't I talk about the product or the company? No, you should not talk to your prospect about the product or company. Let's take an analogy of trailer, cinema to movie trailer. See, whenever a movie is released, before the release of the movie, we happen to see the trailers. And have you seen in any of these movie trailers, have they ever informed you about the story of the movie or about the climax? No, they will never share the storyline and the climax, because once the storyline and the climax is what do you call, shared in the trailer, the surprise element of the movie is lost and people will not turn up to the theaters, right? So the success of a movie is definitely the storyline and climax plays a major role, but getting people into the theater is completely on the trailer. And in the trailer, it has to be very, very interesting. The trailer has to be very, very interesting, but should not convey the storyline and the climax. Same way, your invitation is the trailer for your meetings, and your trailer, your invitation should not share anything about the company or the product. Rather, your invitation has to give a hope for a solution for the problem faced by your prospect. Let me repeat, your trailer has to give a hope for solving the problem faced by your prospect, but never go in depth. Don't give the complete solution. It has to just create a hope. That's it. So what you talk is very, very important, and how you talk is very, very important. So when you start inviting people, see, when we connect with people, what do? We'll just check how we are, how is their family, right? And we will check their well-being. And the next thing that you have to do is compliment them. Cultivate a habit of complimenting people. Complimenting is very, very important, because people like appreciation, and people like people who appreciate them. The more you appreciate, people will like you. The more you appreciate, people will like the appreciation, and people will like you as well. So when see, you just imagine a person whom you like a lot, a person whom you respect a lot, invites you for a meeting. Can you say no? You'll not be able to reject the invitation. So to build the same kind of respect and love with your prospect, you need to appreciate them. And when you appreciate, it can be about anything. It can be about the hard work, it can be about their talent, it can be about any special skill, it can be about any new purchase that they have recently done, it can be about anything. But always remember, the appreciation has to be real and truthful. You can't just create some bogus appreciation. It has to be from the heart and genuine appreciation. And when you invite people, you at least appreciate twice. And both the times it has to be in two different subjects. Appreciate twice. And next is creating a curiosity. When you appreciate people, they are happy, they are relaxed. And when it's a human tendency that when people are happy, they tend to say yes for good things. But when people are frustrated, even for good things, the answer would be no. So when you appreciate, the chances of getting a yes is increased by multiple folds. So now they are excited, they are happy, they are ready to listen to you, and this is the time for you to create the curiosity. See, your intention of connecting with them is to fix up an appointment and to ensure that they will attend the meeting. It can be an online meeting or a face-to-face meeting, right? So your intention for connecting with them was to fix up an appointment, right? And let's focus on our intention, and let's focus on our goal. And we need to frame the sentences, or we need to use the sentences which will persuade them to, or which will persuade them to take a decision to join the meeting. Let's see different kinds of approach. One approach can be like this. You can call up your friend and you check for his well-being. You just ask how's his family, about his well-being, work, and don't take much time. And then you appreciate him, and then you can start like this. My dear friend, I wanted to speak to you to share something very, very important. This is how you need to start. I wanted to speak to you to share something very, very important. And you will ask, oh, what happened? And then you can say, see, I have one of my friend who has very recently started a part-time business. And even during COVID, his income through this part-time job or part-time business has been increasing. Not a job, it is a business. So in this part-time business, his income has been increasing even during the pandemic. When people struggle to make profit, when people struggle to make a living, and this guy with this business is able to make it, is able to make good growth and good money. And I asked him, see, what do you do? He said, please teach me. If there is something like this, please let me know. I will also like to do something in part time. Then he told me, my friend, he told me, or he informed me, see, you can do this business. I can help you out. And then he said, okay, let's meet in person. The next Wednesday, I am free, or next Sunday, I'm available. Let's meet in person. And I invited him to my home. And so my friend, he's coming here. That is when I remembered you. In fact, I want you also to join me, so that let's listen to my friend and understand what is his business. If the business is good, let us start the business together. Do you think the chances of your friend joining the meeting is high? Yes. And if you notice, I've never used the company's name, or I never spoke about the products. I was just sharing about a business result. So this friend can be your upline. Okay, let's say you are applying as a silver director, is making good income, so you can use that as an tool. And at this point, people might ask you many questions, and how to handle those questions, we will see 4 or 5 methods, and then we will go to those questions. And we have next method is you can call up your friend, appreciate him, and then you can say, see, I've called up, I wanted to reach you to share something. To share very happy news. And he will ask, oh, what's the happy news? See, I am starting a home-based business. Without leaving my job, without leaving my current business, I'm starting a home-based business, and this is completely a home-based business. And he will ask, what is the business? And then you can say, see, I'm starting this business on coming Wednesday. Let's imagine Wednesday is the day where you're starting the business, okay, or your home meeting day. And you can say, I'm starting this on Wednesday, and I am inviting very few close friends of mine for this introduction. and for the inauguration, and I want you to join this meeting. Okay, that is one method. Or if you want people to connect to an online meeting, okay, if you want people to connect with for an online meeting or for a Zoom presentation or a webinar where the business opportunity is shared. For that, you can tell them, see, I have, you can call them up, appreciate them, and then say, I wanted to share a very good news with you. I have started a part-time business, or I have started a work from home business, and or I can say, I have started a business, work from home business, which can also be done through online and while without disturbing your current job or business. I've started this. It's going very much fine, and I wanted to share with you. It was one of my friend who introduced this to me, and he is making good money, and even I started seeing the results. And then he'll ask, what is the business? And you can say, see, I am looking for people who are interested to associate with me. I would like to help people like me to earn an additional source of income. And he'll ask, what is the business? Can you tell me that? We can say, see, there is a special meeting, a Zoom meeting or a webinar meeting which has been arranged on for tomorrow evening or for Friday evening, and I invite you. You need to use this word. I invite you as my special guest. This is how you need to end it. So I invite you as my special guest for the meeting, and if you will promise me to join the meeting, I'll send you the link. This is how you need to create the curiosity. And when a company opens up in different countries, you can use this option. You can say, see, I am associated with I am associated with the company where we are helping people to build additional source of income, and now my company is expanding to other countries, and we are looking for people who are interested to associate with us, and I'll be there to help those people. And if you know somebody who's interested in so and so country to associate in this to develop a additional source of income, you can ask them to connect with me. And believe me, your friend, he himself will ask you, what is the business? And then you can tell him, see, we have a special seminar or special webinar tomorrow, and if you promise me to attend the meeting, I'll send you the link. So these are the different kinds of approach you can use. So when you use these kind of approaches, and hope you got an insight on how to use these methods. And when you use these methods, you don't have to exactly copy the words I told you. You can understand the concept. Okay, you can understand the concept and you can duplicate it. Okay. If you found the methods interesting, you can just type interesting in your comment box. Thank you. And step number 4 is in invitation is, see, when you invite people, there is a kind of we are actually creating curiosity. When you create this kind of curiosity wherein you have not told them about the company or the product or the business opportunity, just given a hint that there is something good, and they will have many questions. But our intention, our goal is to fix the appointment and disconnect the call. Nothing more. No blah, 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 or yams. The moment you fix the appointment, you will just disconnect. You will say, thank you, I'll call you later, and we'll disconnect the phone. Don't try to dump so much through over the phone. There is a limit. There is a limit for educating people over the phone. That too for new prospects. Right? So control your excitement. When people ask questions, you feel more excited and you feel more energetic. You would have the urge to share more information, and in fact, you will try to enroll them over the phone. Don't try that. Okay, don't try that. So keep calm and cool. And they might ask you questions. The questions are like this: what company is this? What does the product cost? What are the products? Should I sell the product? Is this network marketing? Or how much time will it take for me to earn good money? Should I invest something? And will people buy the product? There will be hundreds of questions which might come. Some might ask, some people might not ask, but there are hundreds of questions, unanswered questions in your prospect's mind. Okay, and definitely few questions will be thrown towards you, and whatever question they ask, and so far what has happened, they asked you, you invited them, they asked you some question, you answered the question, and after listening to your question, your prospects said, hey, no, this will not work out, leave me. That is what has happened, right? See, the same kind of questions were thrown towards all the leaders who are successful in Vestige in their initial days. When they were new like you, when they met prospects, even they faced all these questions. But they mastered the method of handling the questions. They know the secret of handling these questions. And that is why they are successful today. And if you know those secrets, you will definitely become successful. And if you would like to know that secret, just type secret in your comment box. So there are people are very much interested to know the secret. Shobhita is the first person to know the secret, and Sudarshan is very much interested to know the secret. I think only Shobhita and Sudarshan and Hemalada are interested. I can share my number with you guys and you can connect with me and I'll share the secret. Rest of them, I don't think they are interested in knowing the secret, so let's not share with them. Oh my God. Now I see all of them sending me the messages for asking for the secret. Okay. Then it's time for me to share the secret. So it is a secret and it has to be a secret. Okay. It is a secret and it has to be a secret. And I virtually, or I imagine that you promised me to keep this as a secret. See, I consider that you have given me a promise, right? So they will ask you questions. Okay, they will ask you, but you don't have to answer. They'll ask you again, don't answer. They might pester you to answer, but don't answer. That is the only secret. Never answer these questions. That is the biggest secret in the world. And they'll ask you all the questions, but don't answer because you already have the experience. You answered and that didn't turn up. Then why do you want to answer? The only statement when they ask these questions is, see, this is a very, very important business or this very, very important opportunity and it cannot be answered in this way. To know the secrets of this business, to know the potential of this business, I personally believe you have to attend the meeting tomorrow. And it is just for 1 hour and I request you to allot 1 hour for this meeting and I personally invite you and I personally believe you will definitely come for this meeting. This is how you need to attend. I personally believe and I personally want you to attend the meeting. When you use these kind of words, they would say, most of them, they'll say, okay. They would say, okay, I will join. And there will be some people who will say, no, let me see. Okay. Some people will say, I will try. People who say, I will try. Believe me, my dear friends, trust me, people who say, I will try, will never try. People who say, I will definitely come, those are the people who will try to come. And people who say, I will definitely come, we do not know whether they will turn up or not. Or we do not know, people who say, I will definitely join, we do not know whether they will join or not. It all, we have to wait and watch. But people who say, I will try, will never try. That is for sure. So, don't just leave people when people say, I will try. Keep on inviting. Till the time they commit with you. Till the time they say, I'll definitely come. Keep on inviting. Okay. Once they commit, once they give you a comment, yes, sure, I'll come. Then give them the time, date, and location. Okay. Or if it is an online meeting, you will send the link only for people who are giving you the commitment to join. If they don't give you commitment, no, don't send the link. Okay. If they say no, I'll come back to you. And if they are in a hurry and they want to disconnect the call, call them back later and you will take a commitment from them and then you will send the always invite husband and wife together. You know why? If husband and wife, any one of them, if they come for the meeting, whether it is a virtual or a live meeting, if any one of them join the meeting, he or she will attend the meeting. After the meeting, you'll go back home, will discuss with the spouse, and the spouse will ask a few questions. And this poor guy, he has just attended the first meeting just for 1 hour. He'll not be able to answer, or he will just speak for 1 minute. That's it. And the spouse would say, hey, this will not work out. That's it. His motivation is gone. So always try to invite husband and wife. When both these people come together, and when they listen from the expert, both of them, they will be in the same page and the same understanding level. So then they start working together. They start taking decisions together. And once you fix a meeting, at any point of time, ensure that the meeting is not cancelled. If at all, when due to unavoidable situation, if you have to cancel the meeting, you have to at least inform 2 days before the meeting date. And people who say, I will definitely come, are the people who will come. And how many times should you invite a person? You have to invite till he comes. Because some people, the moment you invite, they'll say, I'll come. There are some people who might, for whom you should invite 5 times. There are a few other people for whom you should invite 10 times. There are a few people who might need 50 invitations, right? So till the time they come, you need to keep on inviting them. And people who say, I will definitely come, people who give commitment, those are the people who will turn up for the meeting. And these are the 5 steps which you need to focus on meeting. And listen to this video again and again, and start practicing these steps. And whenever you have a doubt, connect with your upline leader and get it clarified. Ask them for the tips to have an effective invitation. So the step number 1 is consume. Step number 2 is share. Step number 3 is this. Step number 4 is invitation. Type it in your comment box and just follow the system. So that let's move on to the next step. And step number 5 is home meeting. Step number 5 is home meeting. And today we have home meetings. There are places where people, if I'm a distributor, okay, or if you are, or you invite 5 of your friends or 10 of your friends to your place, and your leader comes and he does. You invite people, your leader comes and he does the presentation. That is what we call as a home meeting. But today we have the advantage of using all the online facilities. We can consider this as a home meeting. Let's say it's an online home meeting where you have a webinar or a Zoom meeting or a Google Meet where the business presentation or the plan presentation or opportunity presentation has been shared by one of your leaders, and you bring your prospects to the meeting, and where they are introduced or they are exposed to the opportunity presentation. That is called as home meeting, okay, or online home meeting. Let's keep it as meeting, okay? Let's keep it as meeting. So what to do before the meeting, during the meeting, and after the meeting? Let us take for an online or a virtual meeting. If the meeting is through a link or webinar or a Zoom link, okay, once they commit, okay, once they give you the commitment for joining the meeting, you give them the date, time, and location, and send them the details over the WhatsApp. Don't send the link, just send the details. Meeting on so and so date through Google Meet or Zoom meeting or whatever. Just send it. That's it. Okay, send them a WhatsApp or message. And you can also use email alerts. Okay, email, and you can incorporate with the Google Calendar and put into the alerts. Okay, then once they come in, don't call them now and then and ask, will you come, will you come? Never ask that question. If they come in, just leave it. Now the next call has to go. If tomorrow is the meeting, you will call them today, and you will never ask, are you coming for the meeting or will you join? We'll say, tomorrow is the meeting. As promised, I'll be sending you the link tomorrow morning. Okay? And you will send the link next day morning. Morning you can send the link, or if you're getting the link in the evening, you can send it in the evening. And morning you can send a message as a reminder message for the meeting. Evening, 2 hours before the meeting starts, you can just send a reminder saying that 2 more hours to go for an exciting meeting or something like that. Okay, you can send a message, and 15 minutes before the meeting, will send another message, and that's it. You're done. And once the meeting starts, you will just send a message. The meeting started. That's all. Clear? That is what you need to do. And if you have an option to check whether your prospects have joined, just check whether they have joined, right? And you have to be there in the presentation for the whole presentation. You will never leave the presentation. If at all, if you switch on the video, you should ensure that you are professionally dressed. Okay, and after the meeting, once the meeting is concluded, Mr. Pankaj Kumar, I request you to put yourself in mute, if you don't mind. Yeah, thank you, sir. So, Reggie sir, can you mute Mr. Pankaj? Thank you. So, after the meeting, if it is not late night, you can just call them up and tell them a thank you for joining, right? And or if it is late, you can just send them a WhatsApp message thanking them. Okay, this is what you need to do. And you can also send if it is late night, you can call them the very next day morning, and you can tell them a thank you for joining the meeting. Don't ask anything else. Don't ask how was the meeting. Don't ask were you interested. No, nothing. No questions of those kind. You'll just tell them thank you for joining, thank you for respecting my invitation, thank you for joining the meeting. If they have any questions, they will ask. Then what you will do is you will send them the link to download the Vestige app. Okay, you will send them the link to download the Vestige app, or you will send them some video on about the business. That's it, nothing more. And I always would suggest you to send the Vestige link to download the Vestige app. Okay, that's it. Then this is what you need to do in the home meeting. Okay, post this, what to do, I'll come into the next slide and I'll explain it to you. If it is a live home meeting, not the virtual one, if it is a person-to-person home meeting, before the meeting, if the meeting is at 6 o'clock, you need to be ready before at least 1 hour before. Things that you need to consider while you arrange for the meeting. First, you need to display the fast-moving products. Don't ever keep one set of product in each category. No, you will have whichever product you keep on the display unit, you need to have at least three units, because when you keep one single piece, they'll think this is the product that you are using, and they'll not buy it. So if you have 2-3 pieces, they'll understand that they can try one of the products. So they'll be interested in buying the product. So at least keep three or more. Each product should have at least 3 or more boxes. And be professionally dressed. Okay, I don't ask you to be in a suit. At least be neatly dressed, not very casually, because this is a business presentation. So let's make it a little formal, and so that the people who come, they also consider those very seriously, and have seating arrangement for minimum number of people. If you think 15 people will come, just put 5 chairs. Balance 10 chairs, you can keep it aside. If people come, you can use that. If people don't come, that's fine. Okay, you just put 5 chairs, and as people join, you can put the extra chairs, and keep waiting. By the time it is, if the meeting is 6 o'clock, your leader might come at 5:30 or 5:45, and he'll ask how many people are coming, and you will say 50. And 2 guys have turned up, and rest of them, you try them, they don't pick the call. Don't worry. Sometimes it happens. People will say, "I will come," and they'll commit, but they'll not turn up. That is how it is. Don't worry about how many people have come. Even if a single person has come for the meeting, it's good, because if that person starts working, you can become a silver director, right? So it's not about how many number of people have joined. It's about the quality of the people. Even if it is one person, we need that. We need quality people. We need people who can work with us. We need people who are serious about the business and the products, right? So don't worry about it. Don't worry about people who have not turned up. Just of people who have done that. Right? If it is the meeting time is 6 o'clock, you will definitely start the meeting at 6 o'clock. You should definitely start the meeting at 6 o'clock. And don't delay it. Max to max you can extend for another next 5 minutes. 6-5, at least by 6-5 you need to start. And introduce the leader. No big introduction. Just tell, he's my friend, he's a star director with Vestige, and he is helping me in my business, and I invite Mr. So-and-so to introduce the business opportunity. That's it. He will complete the meeting. You stay there with the meeting. After the meeting is completed, once the leader says thank you, you just take the joining form, order form, and distribute it. Don't ask, do you want the joining form, order form? Don't ask how was the meeting. Just give tell them thank you for joining the meeting and give the order form. We'll immediately take the order form and then look at your face. Tell them, fill the form and we'll join so that we complete the joining formalities today. When you say this, out of 10 people, one person, he starts writing and seeing that the other people will start filling the form. And one guy, he comes to pick the product. The rest of them, they'll follow. They'll pick the product. People will start buying the product, collect the money, give the product. This is what you need to do in a home meeting. And your leader will definitely help you. Your leader will definitely guide you on different steps that has to be. If any other steps need to be followed, your leader will definitely help you. So step number 1 is consume. Step number 2, share. Step number 3, list. Step number 4, invitation. Step number 5, home meeting. And step number 6 is teamwork. Please follow the system in your comment box so that let's move on to the step 6. Thank you. Step number 6 is teamwork. So let me ask you, people have come for your meeting, and my dear friends, if you are doing a face-to-face home meeting, you have to do at least 3 home meetings in a week. If there are online business presentations or opportunity presentation happening every day, ensure that you put people onto the meeting every day. Okay, utilize the maximum. The more meetings you utilize, the bigger the business is gonna become. Okay, faster you're gonna become successful. And people who attend this meeting, okay, out of people who attend this meeting, you get 3 kind of responses. One is the category A is I'll buy the product, or I'm interested in the business. This is category A. Category B, let me think and come back to you later. Right? Category C, no, I'm not interested. These are the 3 categories. Category A, I'll buy the product or I'll join. Category B, I'll think and let you know. Category C, I'm not interested in this business. Out of these 3 categories, whom do you think is your team? Out of these 3 categories, whom do you think is your team? A or B or C? Please type in the comment box. Okay, Mohan says it is A. Okay. Zia ma'am says A. Okay. According to me, I would say all the 3 are your teams, because category A, people who said I will buy the product, I will join, they are already in your team. People who said category B, who said I'll think and let you know, maybe not today, maybe tomorrow they might join in your team, or maybe in future they might join your team. And people who said no, I'm not interested in this business, who knows, things might change in a later stage. So all the 3 are your team. Some are favorable for your business, some are not favorable for your business. That's it. So what you need to do is, please listen to this very, very carefully. This is one area where I've seen a lot of people are making mistake. Once a person attends a meeting, whether he is interested or not, whether he is in category A, B or C, whichever category he is, in next 12 hours, there will be many questions which will creeping into his mind. Whether he is in category A, B or C, there will be many questions which will creep into his mind. And the more the questions are unanswered, he gets confused and his confidence level in the business will come down. Once the confidence level is down, he will not associate with the business. That is why sometimes people join, and after joining, they do not do anything, because they join after the joining on next 12 hours, there were many questions which went unanswered. So what you have to do is, whether they are in A, B or C, okay, whether they are in category A, B or C, what you have to do is, after 12 hours, you will call them. After 12 hours, you will call them and you will ask, you attended the meeting. You will not ask this question, how was the meeting, how did it go, immediately after the meeting. After 12 hours, you will thank them, and after 12 hours, you will call them up and you will ask, do you want to, you will not ask, you should never ask how was the meeting. You should ask, do you have any questions related to the business? And you can ask, how do you think about our business? Don't ask how was the meeting. Okay, you should ask these two questions. What do you think about our business, or do you have any questions about our business? They will start asking you questions. You will clarify this question. So this has to happen after 12 hours and before 24 hours from the meeting has completed. Okay. And once you clarify these questions, once they'll ask you questions, you know the answer, you answer it. If you don't know, you connect with your upline, get the answer, and collect the answer and give it to them. This has to be completed within 24 hours of the meeting. And then after clarifying this doubt, you will invite him for the next meeting, which has to be within 48 hours from the home meeting or from the first presentation. And this after this meeting in the next 48 hours, okay, this meeting after 48 hours should be a bigger meeting, okay, where there are a lot of people who are joining. In the first meeting, if the meeting was, let's say, a meeting of 20 people, the next meeting, the meeting after the 48 hours should be a bigger meeting, okay. It is not just about the opportunity, it has to be a higher level meeting. Let's say it can be a success seminar, it can be an evening with crown, it can be a team meeting, something of that sort. So it has to be a higher, one step higher, not very technically higher, one step higher. And after that meeting, in next 72 hours, you will invite them for a next level of meeting, like say VIP, product running. These are next, the higher level of meetings. So once you put them into these three meetings, first meeting, in 24 hours you clarify it out, 48 hours you put them to the next meeting, 72 hours you put them to the next training, and all their doubts will get clarified. And now they will say, this is good, I liked it, or I'm interested, or they'll say, let's work together, or they'll ask you, what should I do next? So when you will hear this kind of positive response, when you start hearing this positive response, which means he's ready to do the business, and now don't tell them, let's wait, please wait. No, you will just immediately give him a date. Okay, you'll say, maybe after a week you will give him a date and say, this is the date. You arrange 5 people or 10 people, arrange your friends and family members or people whom you know, whom you think they want this business, and I will do the presentation. If you can do the presentation, you can definitely go ahead. If you think you cannot handle the presentation, you need your leader support, take the support from your leader and go do the presentation. And you give him the date, and he is on his way, you are on your way. And every alternate day, don't call him every day, call every alternate day. If he calls you every day, that is fine. But when you call him every alternate day and check what's the status of the invitation. Initially, he will say, it's good, we'll have more people. But just 2 days before the meeting, he would say, sorry, I think we will have less number of people, can we postpone? When he says you to postpone, tell him, no, we will not postpone. Even if it is very less people, we will conduct the meeting. Let's find out, or tell him it's not about the numbers, but it's about the quality. Even if it is less people, if we have quality people, we will go ahead. Or if he says, no, nobody's going to turn up, don't worry, we will meet, we will have a discussion. You go, if it is a face-to-face meeting, you go. If it is a virtual meeting, go ahead with the meeting. Even if a single person turns up, you happily do the meeting, because if that person is inspired and if that person is interested and if he starts working, you become a silver director, right? You become, and you're down, and he will also become a silver director. If nobody turns up, conduct the meeting for your downline who has arranged for the meeting. Do it for him. By end of the meeting, give him the next date and say, we will do the meeting once again. And now he knows the next time if nobody turns up, you will make sure that he sits for the meeting again, and that too all alone. And now he becomes a little more serious. And the next time you will try to bring at least two people. Somehow he will put two people in the meeting, and these two people will be after listening to the product and the business, they become interested. Either they will buy the product or they'll enroll in the business, and your downline, his confidence, when he starts seeing the result, his confidence will increase. And this keeps on repeating. See, teamwork is not about telling your downline how to work. Teamwork is all about working with them, going down with them, working with them, working along with them, and showing them the result. As a leader of your team, it is your responsibility to produce results. The more results you produce, your downline's confidence will increase, and the next meeting he will bring more people. So teamwork is not about giving directions. Teamwork is to work together with the team. That is when you make him successful and you become successful for yourself. So that is about teamwork. So step number 1, consume. Step number 2, share. Step number 3, list. Step number 4, invitation. Step number 5, meetings. And step number 6, teamwork. And here we go with the final step. And before we go to the final step, number 7, just I follow the system in the comment box. Thank you. And step number 7, follow up. Follow up means follow your upline. Follow your mentor. Follow your upline. See, we are new to this business. We need somebody to guide us. We need somebody to take us onto the top. And it is always good to have the right kind of advice from people who are experts and who are good in the business. Right, and definitely your upline is good and is much more knowledgeable than you in terms of Vestige. So surrender to your upline. Just follow his instructions. Following his instructions will help you and save your time and energy from committing mistakes. When you connect with your upline, when you follow his instructions, you do not. He will ensure that you do not do any mistakes, so that it saves your time and energy and speeds up or accelerates your success, right? So listen to him, follow him. Whichever meeting he asks, he tells you to attend, don't miss it. Any events and trainings which your leader or your upline is promoting, your leader or upline is asking you to join, don't miss, join. And join with your team. Try to bring more number of people. The more number of people you bring into the business, more people are going to follow the system, and faster will be your success. And every morning, connect with your upline. Tell him what you're going to do for that particular day. Even if you don't have any meetings, tell him that, sir, today I don't have any meetings. No problem. If you have meetings, tell him, sir, I have so many meetings. I'm expecting X number of joining. I'm expecting X business one. Give him the commitment in the morning, evening. By end of the day, call him up. Whether you achieved or you haven't achieved your commitment, no problem. But inform him, sir. This is what I told you. This is what I have planned. This is what has happened. So many joining, so many PV. And if you were not able to produce the result which you have committed, no problem. If you have produced the result which you have committed, he'll appreciate. If you are not able to produce the result which you have committed, he will try to help you. He will try to understand what is your difficulty, and he will definitely try to help you. Right? And a regular interaction with your leader will keep your motivation level high, with a lot of inspiration. And staying in touch with your upline will definitely help you to be on track and follow the system and stay away from the mistakes. And he will also help you. He teach you how to handle the team. As the team grows, he will definitely help you to develop the team and manage the team. So follow your upline. Follow his advice. And very, very important is follow the system and follow with your downlines to follow the system. And these are the 7-step system which has made people successful. And when you follow the 7-step system, you will definitely become successful with Vestige. And 2021 is going to be yours with following the system next 1 year, next year by December. And I hope you to see in all the flying colors to be as crown director and above with Vestige, with a handsome income. And this system is what has made people successful. And the system goes like this: step number 1, consume; step number 2, share; step number 3, list; step number 4, invitation; step number 5, home meeting; step number 6, teamwork; and step number 7, follow up. And this system, when you duplicate it, when you follow it every day, it becomes your habit. And this 7 steps is what has made people successful. And when you follow this, and when you inculcate this, when you make this as your habit, success is all yours. So this is the system which has made the people successful. And when this system has to be educated, shared with your team members, connect with your team, share the system with them, and bring them to the next VIP. And let's continue doing this VIP. Let's bring more people to the VIP, so that we will create a team of people who follow the system, who will thereby create a big organization and bigger success for you and your organization. Thank you so much, and wish you well. And once we complete this training, connect with your leader and talk to him and set your goals. And very importantly, write down the list of 200 people tonight and start following the system from right now. Thank you so much. Wish you well, and God bless you all, and see you on the top. And back to Mr. Reggie Samuel for the closing procedures.
Thank you, Praveen sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. And if you have any doubts, you can feel free to ask me.
Yeah. Anybody? Any doubts?
No, sir.
Thanks, Pranav. Thanks for the wonderful session.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thanks, Raji. Thanks, Rajan, sir. Yeah, it's really great, and great insight.
Thank you. Thank you. Then, good doubt. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Late night sitting for us. Really, thank you so much.
My pleasure, sir. My pleasure, sir.
Thank you, Pranav. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
So, tomorrow for CNT, the program starts at for Dubai 8:15 Dubai time, 7:15 Saudi time, and 4:15 Ghana time, and 9:45 India time. Below the CNT. Bring your guests. Thank you. All the best. God bless you. Good night to everybody. Good night.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you all. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Sorry, my laptop charge is over. Sorry for that. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Rajan sir, and thank you, Praveen sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.